Now the next two slides in this presentation are extremely important. It's going to help you understand a great deal about the LaWild.com site. This slide is entitled How Profit Sharing Works. Let me give you a little bit of a background. This is a quick example I put together that represents profit shares in our site. Particularly there's a profit sharer by the name of Shelly, okay? And she's represented right here. And Shelly's invited 5 people to the site, and these 5 people are in Shelly's level 1, okay? Shelly also has a level 2 because one of the 5 people she's invited, her name is Tam. Tam's invited 3 other gals to the site, and these 3 gals here are Shelly's level 2. And one of the friends in the level 2, her name is Cindy. Cindy's invited a number of people to the site, and this is Shelly's level 3, okay? And of Cindy's invitees, there's a friend named Tanya, and Tanya has in turn invited 5 people to the site, and these people are in Shelly's level 4. So this hopefully gives you a little bit of perspective. This is Shelly. These friends are in Shelly's level 1. These friends are in Shelly's level 2. This is her level 3, and this is her level 4. Okay? Now let's say Shelly has invited her 5 friends to the site, and one of her 5 friends is Tam. Tam has had a great experience with the website. She enjoys the shoes. She's gotten on-time deliveries. She believes in the product. She says, "This is fantastic. Show me how I can participate in profit sharing as well." So Tam uses our Facebook application that we've developed, and she invites a number of her friends to the site. And of her friends who she sent the invite to, she's gotten 3 friends to sign up. Her 3 friends have signed up, and each one of her friends, let's say, purchases a pair of shoes from the site. When each one of her friends purchases a pair of shoes, Tam will receive some profit sharing from this, and so will Shelly. So Tam will receive $1, Shelly receives $1. $1's not much to write home about, but you'll see how quickly it all adds up. Now let's say one of Tam's friends, Cindy. Cindy participates in the program. She's bought shoes from LaWild. She's enjoyed it. She got a Halloween costume from LaWild. She had a great time during Halloween, and she hates her job. She says, "How can I participate in this and make some money on the side and profit when my friends join the site?" So Cindy uses our application on Twitter. She invites several of her Twitter followers, and of her Twitter followers who she's invited, 2 of them sign up on the site. And again, we're using small numbers here. I'm saying just 2 because I just don't have enough space to put 10 or 20 people on each individual level on this one slide. So anyway, Cindy invites 2 members to the site, and let's say in a particular month, one of her members, Tanya here, buys a pair of shoes. So Tanya buys a pair of shoes. Cindy shares in the profit, so does Tam, and so does Shelly. Everyone who's responsible for bringing Tanya to the site shares in the profits when Tanya purchases a pair of shoes. Now in level 4, let's say Tanya has a great experience on the site. She enjoys her shoes. She's having a great time. She's getting on-time delivery. She got a Halloween costume as well. She had a blast on Halloween. She comes back after Halloween and she says, "I've got to get involved with this." Now Tanya sends out a Facebook invite to a number of her friends, and of her friends, she gets 5 people who sign up on the site under her membership. And of the 5 people that sign up, let's say in a particular month, 2 of them buy a pair of shoes. Well, when 2 of them buy a pair of shoes, Tanya receives $2 in compensation. So does Cindy, so does Tam, so does Shelly. Again, everyone who's responsible for bringing Tanya's friends to the site participate in the profit sharing. So this is a general idea of how the profit sharing works. Again, due to a lack of space, I can't squash all 6 levels that we share profits down on this one slide. But you can imagine there's also a level 5 and a level 6 here. And you will continue to share profits all the way down to 6 levels as you participate in the LaWild.com site. So this is very interesting because, as you know, we're in a very, very dynamic internet connected world, and I'm sure you can imagine how fast this can catch on and how fast you can build profits on the site. Now let's talk a little bit about the actual financials behind this and how fast they can add up and you can start getting a substantial amount of income. Now it's not a get rich quick process. It's not going to happen overnight. I can guarantee you that. But with some consistency and consistently spending some time emailing your friends, sending out some applications, some Facebook applications, making some Twitter posts, over time you'll build a substantial online shopping community. And again, I don't want people to go out there and spam people and bombard people with information on the site. However, when you find that you had a good experience with the site, you've purchased a pair of shoes, you enjoy them, post it on Twitter, post it on Facebook, okay? Send out the Facebook application and invite your friends to the site so they can participate. I'm going to go into the profit sharing here a little bit as far as some real numbers on the site. So we're going to use Shelly again as an example, and let's say Shelly's level 1, which is right here. And let's say in Shelly's level 1 she has 10 members this time, okay? Again, I can't show it due to a lack of space, but let's assume Shelly has 10 members in her level 1. If 10% of Shelly's members in her level 1 buy a pair of shoes that particular month, 10% of 10 is 1. Shelly will get compensated $1. Not a whole lot to write home about. However, it goes directly into her PayPal account. She can get paid at the end of the week, and it's great for just a couple of emails that you sent out. Now, let's look at level 2. Let's say each one of Shelly's members become a profit sharer, okay? And this is a theoretical example. Let's say everyone becomes a profit sharer, and each one of her members, in turn, go out and recruit 10 people to join the site. Again, due to a lack of space, I really can't show what that would look like on this individual slide. But you know that 10 times 10 is 100, so that would mean that Shelly would have a total of 100 members in her social shopping group if each individual one of her members in turn recruited 10 members themselves to the site. Now, if 10% of those 100 people buy, which is at Shelly's level 2 here, if 10% of those people buy a pair of shoes in any particular month, Shelly will collect $10. Again, nothing to write home about, but just for sending out a couple emails consistently and playing on Facebook, on Twitter, you've just generated $10, and that's $10 you didn't have previously. Great, fantastic. It goes into your PayPal account, and everyone is happy. Now, level 3, we start getting a little bit more substantial. Now, let's look on level 3, which is right here. And again, theoretically, Shelly has 10 members here in her level 1. Each of her members invite 10 people, and they in turn invite 10 members, and that's what your level 3 is made up of. And let's say 10% of those people at Shelly's level 1, 2, and 3 purchase a pair of shoes in a particular month. Now Shelly collects $100 in a month, okay? Now you're starting to talk about cash that you can use towards a phone bill. You're talking about something a little bit more substantial here. We're starting to get in the realm of, okay, this is neat now. It might take you a month to get there or so, but it can happen really quickly if you're consistent and you have people who enjoy the site and they're constantly looking to share their experience with other members in their online shopping community. Now let's talk about level 4. Level 4 starts to get real interesting because all of a sudden you can pay for your studio apartment in Los Angeles that's $1,000 a month off of LaWild.com profit sharing. Again, level 4 assumes, we're making a couple assumptions here, that Shelly has 10 members. Each one of her members recruits 10 people, and each one of her people recruit 10 people. And she has a number of people now in her social shopping community. And Shelly is promoting shoes that are on sale to the members of her social shopping community. She's posting ads on Twitter. She's posting a couple of ads here and there on Facebook. And she's grown her social shopping community to a pretty good point. She's now making about $1,000 a month if just 10% of the people in her social shopping community purchase one pair of shoes every month. She's making $1,000 a month. Now we're starting to get into numbers that are more substantial. Now let's look at level 5. This is where the magic starts to happen, here at level 5. At level 5, again, I can't show level 5 here due to a lack of space. It goes off the screen. But imagine level 5 out here. And again, the same process happens. Every member that Shelly has recruited has in turn recruited 10 people, and they've recruited 10 people, and so on down the line to the point that you're working at level 5. And now, when 10% of the members in Shelly's fairly large and substantial social shopping community now purchase a pair of shoes, Shelly's now making around $10,000 a month. Okay, so Shelly at this point, she's quit her dead-end job and she's hanging out in the Bahamas for 2 months out of the year because she has residual income, and the only thing she does to generate this income is she keeps up with the members in her group, and she makes some posts on Facebook, she makes some posts on Twitter, and she sends out some emails on a fairly regular basis. Now when we start getting to level 6, the numbers get absolutely astronomical. At level 6, if Shelly generates 10 members on each level who in turn recruit 10 people to the site to participate and become members and participate in the profit sharing, Shelly now is generating $100,000 a month if only 10% of the people in her entire social shopping community buys a pair of shoes. And this is where the numbers become magical, because now Shelly is off in Tahiti for 11 months out of the year, hanging out on the beach, and she doesn't have to work. And nor does she have to work for the rest of her life. She's retired, okay? And that's the real opportunity that LaWild.com offers people. And with consistency, if you have the right personality type, you're internet savvy, you truly have a passion for shoes, that's what this site can do to you. Complete financial freedom.